You left your sweater on my chair. Still smells like rain and cheap red wine. We traced our names in window fog, said we had forever. We believe that line. Sunday records on the floor. We watched the dust dance in the sun. You laughed so hard you spilled your drink. Swore that we were broken, but we came undone. Nothing hurts like love when the good times echo in the quiet. Nothing cuts that deep as a goodbye you never saw coming. I can live with every scar traced hearts in the wood grain, said someday you'll be mine. The radio hummed in the background, your old jacket around my knees. Every chord that I play now still smells like those nights, those dreams. I'm crying through the strings. Every note pulls you closer, every bend I feel you there, in the spaces between, in the spaces between. I'm crying through the strings, where your touch used to linger. Let the echo confess what my mouth never sings. I'm crying through the strings. Found your face in a shoebox, faded ink on a train ticket. We were running from small town clocks, swore the world had to make room for us. Now the nights feel a bit longer, same moon in a different sky. I keep turning this same old riff just to hear our goodbye. I don't call, you don't write, but I hold you every night, in the fret buzz, in the slide slide, in the shake of my tired right hand. If you ever hear this song in some bar, through the bad sound, know it's you in the background. I'm still reaching across the years. I'm crying through the strings. Your jacket on the back of my chair smells like rain. Old Polaroids curled at the corners still spell my name. I trace the coffee stains on this table like roads we never drove. You said forever in that parking lot, under a sky that glowed. I'm bleeding under moonlight, pulled me close. Every shadow on these empty walls still leans in like a ghost. I keep talking to the night air, like it might bring you home, bleeding under moonlight, but I don't feel alone. Your mixtape stuck on that one love song. It cracks then plays. I let it spin in the dark of the kitchen, like the old days. Your boots by the door gather dust, but I can't move them yet. Every ordinary little corner holds the way we met. Maybe we were too young to know what we were holding. Still I see your face in the smoke where the street lamps are glowing. If time is a thief, it can't steal what I remember. That shiver in your voice when you swore this night forever. We were kids in the back of your rusted car, feet on the dash, tracing shapes in the dark. July on our skin, cheap soda on your seat. You swore this dead-end road led out to some bright sea. Shadows of forever still fall across my heart. I can feel your hand in mine, You left your sweater on my chair, faded wool, a little torn at the cuff. Still smells like that old July, when we were young enough to call it love. Your Polaroids in a shoebox, corners bent from being passed around. I trace your face with my thumb every time the house gets too loud. Stay, even if it hurts, even if the truth comes crashing first. Hold me through the worst of what we were. If this is all we get on this old earth, stay, even if it hurts. Learned our names in the dark, talking till the sun soaked through the blind. Coffee cups on the nightstand, half as full as all those plans we left behind. Now it's postcards and wrong turns, driving past the bar where we first met. I park outside for a minute, pretend your shadow hasn't left me yet. If we break, then let it be breaking slow. Let the cracks show every place we tried to grow. I would rather feel the ache than live a life that never knew your name. So lay your head on my shoulder while the old songs play and the night gets older. If tomorrow pulls you from my world tonight, just be my girl. Stay, even if it hurts. Found your letter in a sweater, back of the second row. Coffee stain on the corner, like we left it there on purpose. I could hear your laughter in the creases of the page. Every word a Polaroid, was trying to believe. Some days I swear I see you in strangers on the street. Then the crowd moves like a curtain, and it's only me. Ashtray coffee on the windowsill, old band shirt on your chair, still there. Sunburned photos curled at the edges. We were wild-eyed, breathing summer air. You drew hearts in the fog of glass, said, someday we'll laugh at this. Now I'm driving past our faded haunts. Every turn tastes like your kiss, echoes in the smoke of every bridge coffee gone cold on the nightstand, old Polaroid spread on the bed. Your jacket still hangs on the doorframe, like it might slip on your shoulders again. We were two kids in a small town, borrowed your dad's worn-out car, windows down. August was breathing, every turn felt like touching the stars. Slow dance with pain in the dark of my room. I still move the same, spinning with ghosts. Your shadow on mine, every step I take. Slow dance with pain, hold it so close till it fades. If I let you go, will the music in me break? I still hum that song from the backseat, the one you swore you'd write someday. Life came on strong, we lost the chorus, but the first few lines never went away. Maybe we did all we could, maybe we just lost our way. I toast the years on this bedside table, and I drink to the girl I was that old cafe on the corner, still smells like summer rain. Your jacket on that metal chair, my name in your old keychain. You laughed about forever, like we could bend the night. We carved a date into the table, hoping time would treat us kind. Hold my heart tonight, like you did back then. Lay your promises on my shelf. the street we used to roam. 2 coffees and an empty seat. The past calling me home. Your letter in my pocket, creased where I said goodbye. Ink faded into fingerprints, but your words still burn my mind. Maybe we were too young to know what we had. Still I keep every second to know what we had. Still I keep every second folded in the back of my head. If we meet in the quiet where the years fall out of sight, would you take this tired heart and hold it like it's right? Jacket still hangs on the back of that chair. Faded leather, frayed at the seams. Photograph curling in a dusty old frame. You're laughing like you never had to leave. I still drive down that radio low. Every turn feels like a ghost of who we used to be. Electric heartache running through these wires in my chest. Every memory hits me like a lightning in my breath. We were young, we were wild, we were sure it wouldn't break. Now I'm living with the echo of this electric heartache. Coffee getting cold on the counter. stretch a little too long. Your name almost slips when I talk to my friends. Then I bury it deep in a song. I still taste that first July rain, bare feet, back roads, tangled names. How do moments fade to gray when they still burn in me? Electric heartache running through these wires in my chest. Every memory hits me like a lightning in my breath. We were young, we were wild, we were sure it wouldn't break. If I could call you up tonight, would you answer? Would it feel right? Or would we both pretend we're fine? Well, every word cuts like a live wire inside. Old news on the kitchen table, coffee ring on your side of the page, dust lines where your records used to lean on the wall like they were on stage. I still park in the same old driveway, kill the engine, just sit inside. Let the silence play the outtakes of every laugh we used to hide. When love goes minor, the color drains from the frame. Same old photograph, but the faces don't feel the same. Every chord is softer, every word a little shyer. We were dancing in a major dream. Now I'm humming where love goes minor. Your sweater on the back of my chair, loose thread I keep winding tight. Talk to you in the glow of the TV, pretend you'll walk in any night. There's a list on the fridge with your handwriting. Half the numbers don't work these days, but I dial just to hear the static, like your voice hiding in the haze. cafe on the corner still smells like you and smoke. Our names carved in the table, half a promise, half a joke. You stirred sugar in your coffee, said someday we'll leave this town. I laughed like I didn't need you, didn't know what I'd found. Forever ends tonight, in this quiet, in this light. All the roads I didn't take lead me back to my mistakes. If I could hold you like I did back then, I'd lose you right instead of lose you when the truth cuts clear in the middle of my mind. How did we let forever end tonight? Your old letters in a shoebox, ink has faded, hurts the same. Ticket stubs and folded pictures, every date I know by name. You were dreaming out the window, I was staring at my feet. You were ready for the fire, I was scared of the heat. You're somewhere with somebody. Do you ever taste that rain on that August night, still falling on the roof and on my shame? If I called you in the darkness, would you know my voice by heart? Or am I just another story you had to tear apart? left your sweater on my chair. Still smells like summer in that spare room air. Faded Polaroids in a coffee tin. I keep opening the past, letting yesterday in. Love in broken chords, playing on and on inside me. Every rise and every fall still hits so sweet, so slightly. We were out of tune, but I still hum the song we started. Love in broken chords echoes through this half-healed heart, yeah. Your jacket on my chair still smells like rain and cheap perfume. Old Polaroids in a dusty drawer fade like a summer afternoon. I drive past houses we once knew, same cracked sidewalks, different shoes. Your name still echoes in these rooms, soft as a distant closing door. Love was the wound that never quite healed, burned like the sun on skin that refused to peel. We were the fire, we were the fuel, even when it broke us. Love was the wound. We danced in kitchens in bare feet, coffee gone cold on the counter past midnight. Your jacket still hangs like you'll be back in no time. Old movie paused on that scene you always cried at. I talked to the glow like you could still answer me back. Cold nights, warm nights, you held me while you hid behind your eyes. Every promise felt so right till the morning showed the other side. Lines, I love you more than I should. You said you were scared of the hurt, of the distance. Guess you left anyway, just to prove that you could. Till we couldn't anymore. Singing wrong words, summer soda on your t-shirt, your hand hanging in the wind. We swore we'd leave this town, drive till darkness. Halfway to heartbreak, we were laughing at the signs, thinking love was always on the safer side of time. We were holding on to someday, like it couldn't slip away. Halfway to heartbreak, and we never saw it change. Cheap rings, corner booth, sharing fries, talking big plans. You sketched houses on napkins, put my name on the mailbox. Then the calls came late, long days, longer goodbyes. You said, I'm just tired, that's all. But your eyes were already gone. Halfway to heartbreak, we were laughing at the signs, thinking love was always on the safer side of time. We were holding on to someday, like it couldn't slip away. Halfway to heartbreak, I still drive that old route, past the diner, past the field. Every crack in the pavement knows exactly how I feel. If I could turn us around, back to that first slow lane, would you still reach for my fingers, or just let go again? Halfway to heartbreak, you were tracing hearts on the fogged up window glass. July air was thick with the things we couldn't ask. Your jacket on my shoulder, your name on my tongue. That old car radio playing songs we were too young to understand. is where I go to feel you again. coffee in a paper cup, getting cold between my hands. Your keys on the counter, like a map of different plans. We tried to talk in circles till the words just wore us thin. Your eyes met the doorway before they'd even met my skin. To get back to that one. Small town, backseat dreams in your old red car, windows down on a dead-end road. Thought the world was where we are. Polaroids in a dusty box. Your old shirt still holds your name. Every laugh feels like yesterday. Every tear tastes the same. I still hear your key in the door. I still feel your hand in mine. Time keeps moving, but I'm sure some things stay stuck in the sky. You're the one who sets my soul on fire tonight, burning through the shadows of this quiet life. Every memory's a spark in the dark of my mind. I close my eyes and you're still by my side. You're the one who sets my soul on fire tonight. Late night calls on the kitchen floor. Coffee cold on the second try. We made plans we could not afford, but we swore we would learn to fly. I Still smells like your cologne. Coffee gone cold as the daylight fades at home. I trace the ring on the table where you sat. Every little thing pulls me right back. Love left a scar where your hand used to hold my heart. Faded old Polaroids, but the color still hit me hard. Time keeps on healing till I run into who we were. You walked away, but you stayed, 'cause love left a scar. Red vinyl spins on that cracked turntable hum. We danced in this room, singing way out of tune. Young and dumb, I still hear you laugh in the echo of these walls. I reach for the phone, but I let it fall. I don't hate the hurt, it's the proof that you were real. Like a ghost of warmth in the chill of what I feel. If I could go back, I would choose you. Every mark, even in the dark, you still light this heart. Found your sweater in the corner, still smells like autumn rain. Polaroids on the refrigerator, all our goals in picture frames. Broken love theories, we were almost never easy. You were right there, but you couldn't really see me. I keep tracing every chapter in my mind, like if I understand the ending, I could read close enough to feel the ache. If I could go back for a minute, I would stay when you would break.